The Pen Wize Podcast is a weekly podcast and can be found on iTunes or your favorite RSS feed. You can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. You will find these links at my website, penwize.net. That's Penwize with a Z. Hello out there and welcome. My name is Hannah Leora Weisenberg, and I will kickstart your passion for writing into high gear, making your dream of being published a reality. Have you always wanted to write? Did you stop writing and want to get back into it? Are you writing now but feeling too lonely and isolated? Has procrastination become your first name when it comes down to writing? I have been a slave to procrastination for a long time, stopped by the negative thoughts that run around my head from my inner critic. Is this happening to you? Are statements that run around your head preventing you from the keyboard? Statements like, I don't have time. I have young kids. I have older kids. There's work, chores, cooking dinner, running the house. Or, I don't know what to write about. I don't know if I can write. I want to write, but, there's no money in writing. And that list can go on, keeping you on that hamster wheel. And all you have to do is stop and get off. Let me ask you something. Do you make time to watch your favorite show? Do you make time to get that workout in? How about eating? Do you take time out in your day to eat? Maybe even sit down with your family to enjoy a meal? I bet you make sure you get your shower in every day as well. And my personal favorite, coffee. Do you make sure you take time to have your coffee in the morning? Well, if you can get all of these things done, in addition to all you have to do, you can carve out 10 minutes in your day to write. Maybe 15, 20 minutes. It really comes down to priorities. The bottom line is, if you are stuck in the why I can'ts, you won't get to the I cans. Writing has not been the priority. If you are in excuse land or procrastination land, otherwise known as I will write when, you will never write. For me, procrastination translates to fear. In the past, I was just too chicken to get down to writing on a regular basis. Sporadically, I did great, but I never completed anything. Something else always became the priority. But then I had to ask myself, do I really want to be a writer, or is it just the idea? That was a hard question. I've dreamed of being a writer all my life. And I had to look at it. I had to look at that question and make a decision. And after making that decision, I had to look at myself long and hard. Writing had not been my priority either. Watching my favorite shows were a priority. Getting together with friends was a priority, and swimming had been a priority. But writing? Nope. Living with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue gave me the perfect excuse. Oh, too tired, too achy, and the fibro fog. Those things are all true. But if I really wanted to do something, I planned for it. I rested up, made sure I ate well, made sure I was sleeping enough at night. I stayed home more often to conserve energy. If I really wanted to write, as in be a writer, I had to make it a priority. No more procrastinating. As soon as I made that decision, a sort of sadness filled me. I did a thorough body check-in from head to toe. My body felt heavy. My heart felt heavy. It was as if a dark cloud settled over me and drained me of my energy. And I realized that feeling was loneliness. The prospect of writing daily, all by my lonesome, as my dad used to say, made me feel sad and lonely. Well, last year, a couple of friends of mine decided to get together a few times a week to write via Google Hangout. We had these amazing writing sessions. They were really more writing marathons. It was wonderful. And I thought, I could do that. But with whom? Then it hit me. Start my own group. I had been musing with the idea of a Facebook group for some time, but had no idea what the focus would be. Now I knew. Writing. Now, I've been trained in the AWAY method, the Amherst Writers and Artists by Patricia Schneider. to facilitate writing groups. In fact, I led many writing groups. I have years of teaching experience, reading and writing. My BA is in English and Creative Writing from Hunter College, and I have published my poetry. So why not? Start that Facebook group and the podcast. I'm going to create a community. So I'm going to go back for a minute. Remember about the just carve in 10 minutes of your day. For next week, I want to hear from you, either via the comment section on my blog. You can leave me a voicemail on my website. You can talk about it in the Facebook group after you've joined, because you are going to join. And just start there. Decide a time and take it. Be sure to let everyone know you are taking 10 minutes to write and cannot be disturbed, no matter what. Give it a try, and do tell me how it goes. Take that 10 minutes every day. Be firm, be strong. No interruptions unless the house is on fire or somebody is bleeding out. Then, for next week's show, send me the email, leave a voice message, or post a comment telling me how it went and how it felt. So now, you know about the podcast, and now the Facebook group, also Pen Wize. Why join? My podcast and my Facebook group provide a safe place that will be motivating, inspirational, and most importantly, non-judging. Painting will be highly encouraged, as the consumption of chocolate and perhaps a little red wine. Why painting? Well, when I get stuck or my eyes are tired, I shift over from writing to painting. They feed each other. The writing feeds the painting, and the painting feeds the writing. The arts are like that. They like company. And as long as it doesn't interfere with your primary goal of writing, go ahead and indulge and pick one of the arts. Painting, drawing, playing an instrument, acting, whatever it is. And don't be surprised if other areas of the arts beckon to you. And the chocolate? Well, it's just a favorite treat. So if you've been waiting for some help to get started writing, whether it be creative writing, memoir, mystery, poetry, freelance or nonfiction, get back to it, or continue on with it, or start for the first time. You have found the place. I promise you will be encouraged, supported, and loved. You will not be judged, harshly criticized, or ridiculed. Now, this is bringing Pen Wize to a close. My very first episode. Who says writing has to be a lonely venture? Thank you for listening. This is Hannah Leora, signing off.